Okay, I'm also going well. So, in the last class we have learned some input methods. Which are they? Text from books, then text from speech. Okay. Now, in this session, you are going to learn text editing. You all know to edit the text, isn't it? How can we edit the text? Can we edit the text while we typing itself? Is it possible? Okay, we can learn it detailing. As the basic, you all know that you can see a vertical blinking line, isn't it? By opening the LibreOffice Writer software, the first tab you can see a blinking line in the black color, isn't it? So what is that? Yes, very good. It can be called as cursor. Okay, so for what we can use the cursor? If you want to type the text anywhere in your LibreOffice Writer, you can make use of that cursor. How? Did you notice that if you want to type a letter in the LibreOffice Writer, so it will be displayed just after the cursor is placed. Okay, so if you want to type the text anywhere, you could adjust the position of your cursor. Okay. Then how can you place that cursor anywhere? Yes, there are many options. By using your mouse, you could adjust the position. Then by using the arrow keys in your keyboard. Then we can also use the enter key. Okay. Then there is a better option, that is you could make the mistakes while typing. So, as a part of time management, you could correct all the errors after the whole content is typed. Okay, so you can correct the mistakes at last. Okay. Then after typing a word, you want to correct one spelling. Okay. For example, you have typed computer. In that, you have unfortunately typed the letter S instead of M. Okay. So you want to remove the letter S from the word computer and you want to add the letter M. Okay. So how could we do it? By the help of two keys. Which are they? Backspace key, then delete key. If you are placing the cursor after the letter S, then you could use the backspace key. Okay. Then the next method is using delete key. If you want to use the delete key, you want to place the cursor just before the letter S. That means just between the O and S. And after that you want to press the delete key. Okay. So you want to remember this in your mind. You could use the delete key if you are placing the cursor just before the letter that we want to remove. Is it clear? Okay. Then if you want to use the backspace key, then you want to place the cursor after that letter. Okay. And you all know that there is a dictionary included in all the word processing software. Which is our word processor software? Yes, very good. That is LibreOffice Writer. Okay. So, when we are typing each of the words in the LibreOffice Writer, it will be verified by a dictionary. So, you can see some words got underlined when you are typing. Did you notice that? Yes. Why it is happening? Which means that that word is not added into the dictionary of LibreOffice Writer. Okay, so it will happen automatically. If the word that we are typing in the LibreOffice Writer is not added to the dictionary, it will be displayed by a underline. Okay. So, to add that word into the dictionary, you want to just right click and select the option. Okay. Then the next one is, suppose that you have typed a word in the LibreOffice Writer and it comes underlined just below that. What it means? That word is misspelled. Okay. So, you don't know the correct spelling of that line or that word. So, what can you do? You can make use of the LibreOffice Writer's dictionary. In the LibreOffice Writer, there is a option that you can use or you can deal with more than one window at a time. How? How can we use that? You see, there is a rectangular regions could be seen on the right hand bottom indicate different workspaces. Okay, if we want to do any work, if you are using LibreOffice Writer in one workspace and at that same time you want to use Stellarium in the second window space, so you can make use of workspaces. Okay, we can open different software in each workspace if needed. We can also transfer or share data between workspaces that are opened. If there is a file in workspace 1, if you want to make it copy into the second workspace, means you can do it by copying it and then pasting it on the another workspace. Okay. You are familiar with the QWERTY keyboard. QWERTY, QWERTY. Okay, what is that? The alphabets. The alphabets are arranged in 3 rows. Rows means horizontally. Column means vertically. Okay, so the letters or alphabets are arranged in 3 rows. Which are the first letters that you can see in the keyboard at the first row? Yes, the first letter is Q, then W, E, R, T, Y. Okay, so this keyboard layout can be called as QWERTY keyboard. Okay, then one more thing is important while typing. You want to use the punctuation marks in the correct places. See what happens otherwise. Here you can see 2 sentences. First one is, let us eat grandma. Then the second sentence is also, let's eat grandma. So this sentence does not have any punctuation mark. This sentence having a comma. So what it denotes? If you are not using the punctuation mark, what is the meaning of the first sentence? Yes, let us eat grandma. We are going to eat our grandma. Okay, so the next sentence, what is that? Same sentence, but it is having a difference. It is having a comma after let's eat. So the meaning is different. What is that? Let us eat grandma. We are calling our grandma for eating. Okay. So you have to make sure that you could type the symbols or the punctuation marks in the correct place. Okay. The next activity is copying a file from one place to another place. So we already learned that you can copy one thing from the one workspace to another workspace, isn't it? Imagine that we are on the first workspace. So we want to open the home folder of the second workspace. Okay. So in the second workspace you can see that the file named Taj, which is that poem. So that poem is typed in the second workspace and you want to copy that file from the second workspace to the first workspace. How can you do it? Yes, just place the cursor at the first line, just before the first letter. And by using the mouse, you can click and drag till the last letter. Now you can see a color is displayed, which means that the text is selected. Okay. So this process is commonly known as click and drag. Okay, this is very simple to you. You have practiced it already. Okay, so what do you mean by click and drag? Just click before the first letter and drag your mouse till the last letter. This process is known as click and drag. Okay. Now the next step is very easy to copy. How can you copy? You can just right click on your mouse and you can see the copy option. Otherwise you can go to the edit menu. Here also you can see the copy option. Or else you can see an icon like this. You can click this button. Okay. So now the lines are copied. After that what we want to do? You want to paste it into the next workspace. So go to the next workspace and you can open LibreOffice Writer. Just click on the LibreOffice Writer. After that you can go to the edit menu and you can click on the paste menu. Or the second option is that you can right click on the mouse and you can click on the paste option. Okay. So dear children, you want to write the steps to paste anything from one workspace to another workspace in your textbook page number 15. Okay. So, did you see another option while clicking on the right button or clicking on the edit menu? That is cut. What do you mean by cut? What happens if you cut that? Yes, if you are selecting the lines, after that you are clicking on the cut option. Okay. Then you are going to the next workspace and pasting. So, that lines will be pasted on the next workspace, but the lines on the original workspace or the original file has disappeared because we have cut that. Okay, is it clear? So, did you get the difference between cut and copy? So, this also you want to write it into your textbook. Okay. See dear children, the next step is to save your work. For what you are saving your work? Yes, very good. If we want to reuse your work for the next time, you could store that file in your computer. Then only you can open that file. Otherwise, if the computer is shut down, the work will be gone. Okay. So, for that you want to save. How can you save it? You know that, isn't it? Click on the file option. Then select save as. Then you can select your folder, students work 8th. Then you can give the name for that file. Then click on the save button. Okay. Did you feel this chapter is easy? Yes, very good. So, how can you create a folder named students work 8th? Just go to the home page. Then right click on the mouse. Then you can see so many options. From there, you want to select the new folder option. Okay. So, by selecting that, you can see a window and a cursor. There, you want to type students work 8th. Okay. Then click on the enter key or OK button. After that, you can see a new folder is created in your home page. Okay. That is the folder. Then what to do if you want to create a subfolder inside the folder? Yes, double click on the students work 8th folder. So you have get inside that folder. Okay, so you want to create another folder as repeating the same steps. By right clicking, you can select new folder. Then you can give the name for the subfolder. Okay, so like that you can create as many subfolders you wish. Okay. Okay, hope all you understood this topic, and if you having doubt you can contact me. As usual, you have to write one word question and answer till this topic. Okay, so we can meet at the next class by the next topic. Till then, stay at your home, stay safe. Thank you.